Hey guys, it's Tommy. I'm back with another video. To end 2019 off the right way, I'm gonna post my favorite makeup products, any products, glam products of this year. There's a bunch, so stay tuned, sit back, grab yourself a drink, popcorn, whatever you need. I'll be here, don't worry, I'm not going nowhere. And it would truly mean a lot to me if you guys would comment, share, subscribe. And I am so grateful for your guys' love and support on my Instagram and my YouTube channel. It truly means a lot to me. And here's to 2020 making it even better, of more creative looks and different makeup ideas and everything like that. So let's get into the video. It's a whole bunch of stuff, don't worry. I'll start with like non-makeup first. I'm gonna start with like skincare. Alright, so my favorite skincare of the year is e.l.f. Hydrating Gel Matte Cleanser. It's this little thing. It's pretty nice. It helps take your makeup off, you know, matte cleanser. I've used it here and there. I don't use it all the time, but it's one of my favorites. It's gentle on your skin, so it helps with everything as well. And my other favorite is Lush Dark Angels Face and Body Cleanser. This thing I love so much. It detoxes your skin, detoxifying, and I love it. I use it once or twice a week to help my skin, so that's good. My favorite thing to take off eye makeup and lipstick is Skin Active, I can't pronounce these names, Cleansing Water Removes Makeup, Even Waterproof Mascara. I've gone through like 10 of these this year, no joke, like I go through this daily. Especially when you do special effects or makeup every day, or you work as a makeup artist, you're gonna use that entire thing. Don't worry about that, it's great. Now my other favorite thing is Makeup Remover Cleansing Towels. These are one of my favorites of the year, and they're Target's brand, and I got 2 of them. I went through probably 10 of these, 5 of these this year, just alone. I have 1 in my pack in my car, 1 in my bathroom, 1 by my makeup studio, and I go through these very quickly, as you can imagine. My other favorite thing to use to shave or face stuff and everything like that is the Philips, cannot pronounce that name either, Philips electric razor that helps like trim sideburns or facial hair or anything like that. I use this like weekly, and it's 1 blade, so you could literally change it as the size that you want. I have a 1 inch in here. It comes with 6 of them, so there's a 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch, and 5 inch, which works really good. These are usually like $50 to $60. I got mine on sale for $40. Target. I love Target. And then for like foundations and stuff, I have 2 favorite ones right at the moment. I have IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Plus Color Correcting Full Coverage Cream plus Anti-Aging and Hydrating Serum. It's SPF 50. I use this mostly in the summer, but I've been using it all year, so this is my favorite by far. It's almost out. I have to go repurchase this because I use this as a lightweight coverage foundation. And then my other favorite is the Anastasia Luminous Foundation in 140N. This is a medium coverage. I build it up to a full. You could build it up to a medium to full, whatever coverage you want. This is buildable, and I love this. I love the container. I love the packaging. It looks really sickening. One thing I'm not a fan of is the glass on it, because I'm always scared like if I drop it, is it gonna break? Yeah, it will break, but be careful with that. I try to be all the time. Next favorite thing for like cleaning your makeup brushes, etc. is Daily Brush Cleaner by Sephora's brand, I believe this is. This is by Sephora, yes. This thing works wonders on my makeup brushes. Like, I have IT Cosmetics Brush Bath. It's not bad. It doesn't clean as well as this one does. This one's alright. I used this one and I went through it so fast. I still have a little bit of it left, but I recently got this in October and I've been using it ever since, and I love it so much. Next thing is my sponge to do my makeup with. It's a Beauty Blender in pink. I love this thing. It works great on your skin no matter what you do. It helps blend it in and not look cakey. I also have a Real Techniques one I've been using forever, but I recently switched up to this and I'm loving it. Now let's go on to highlighting. I have 3 favorite ones. I'm just looking for one. Which is the reason I cannot find it. But I have it. Alright, so I have 3 favorite highlighters at the moment. I have Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit, the original OG favorite for 3 years straight. I've used this so many times, I've hit pan on 3 of them. Those are the ones I mostly use. This one I highlight with my brow bone usually. These 2 I highlight my cheeks usually with. But I love this palette because it's so versatile, like versatile towards anything. Like you can use it for any skin type. And it's just that great highlighting anywhere, your eyebrow bone, your cheeks, your nose, anywhere you can highlight with this. And I love that. That's my like OG favorite. Next is a new purchase I just recently bought. And that is, actually I have 4 favorite highlighters. But this is one of my favorites. I just recently got it, like I said. It's the Jaclyn Hill Jaclyn Hill The Flash Palette. I love this packaging. It's sickening. Like, I like the name on it. It looks so upscale and so rich. And these highlighters are top quality for pigment. I'll show you iced on my wrist or hand. You just see how glowing that is. Like, it's amazing. Like, no other palettes have that much pigment on them without wetting your brush first. You know what I mean? And then, another favorite is Jeffree Star's Princess Cut. This pigment and this size highlighter is amazing. You just look like that kind of bitch when you wear it. I'll show you that on my wrist as well. They're both very pigmented. Like, I love this one because it adds like a little bit of pink to your face. If you don't use a blush, this is great for a blush as well. I've used it for a blush before. My next favorite highlighter is again by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. That is his new Extreme Frost in Gag Me. It's just that little extra oomph of extremeness. I have it on my cheeks right now, on top of the Jaclyn Hill. Yes, I go back and forth with my highlighters. I use 1, 2, 3 of them at one time because I'm that extra extreme highlighting person. Like, I want people to see it from outer space. Let's be real. Those are my all-time favorite right now. I had the Champagne Pop one. I love that one still. I broke it. I don't have it anymore. I might have it actually. Probably do. I just don't use it because it broke. Which is sad, and I love that one. Now we're going to go into blushes. I have a couple of them. I have a lot of them actually. Let's be real at the moment. For blushes, I use all different ones. But right at the moment, I've been using, trying to find the right one. So I've been using the Tarte Holiday Set, which is, it comes with 9 things. It comes with 3 highlighters, 4 blushes, and 3 highlighters, 5 blushes, and 1 contour. I think it's a contour. I use it as a contour. Don't quote me on that. And they all have like different highlighter, blush, and the contour I use sometimes. That's one of my favorites. Like, this blush is called Prize, and I love it because it's not like too overpowering. It's just that subtle pigment on your cheek. Next is the Matte Black Chrome Look one, and Decked Out is a very, very hot pink kind of looking blush. That one I really don't use, but this one I've used, and the highlighter is called NYE, perfect for New Year's, let's be real. But that's one of my favorite products of this year. And then they have the third one, which is the one that I use a lot more. This blush I love, and this one, and that is called Sleigh Bells. Sorry, I'm trying to read upside down because how that's packaged. It's upside down. Another favorite blush I've been using for like 2 years straight is Party by Tarte. When they first came out with this, it was like a birthday edition kind of thing, you know what I mean? Now they have a full-sized, which I love. But I still have my little one, I hit pan on it, and this is my OG favorite from this year. Actually, the past like 3 years, let's be real. Next is setting powder. So, to set my face, I use 2 different ones. I use Kat Von D Lock It Translucent Powder. This one I like for those days, or like if I'm on the go, I have this in my bag usually, the small little one, because it's just easier to bring with you than it is to bring, let's say, my Makeup Revolution Ghost Translucent Powder. This I love because it's cheap and it works. I use that today to set my face. And it's the Luxury Bacon Powder, and I've had this for like 2 years. I don't think setting powder goes bad. Let's be real, it's powder. But I love it. The only complaint I have is there's no one to dump this, so I use an old Sephora translucent powder container, and I put it in there to set my face with, because I can't just, you know, wing it on myself with how this looks. It looks like the baby powder, let's be real, the casing, but I love it anyway. Makeup Revolution has hit the spot running, and I love their products and how versatile some of them are and how cheap they are, but how good quality and pigmented they are. Their foundations are $12 and they work great. I've used them before here and there, not on my YouTube channel yet, but I've used them. Now for primers, I use, for my face, usually the Smashbox, the original Photo Finish Smooth and Blur primer. The #1's best-selling primer, and it's really good for combination skin, and that's what I have. And it works wonders on my skin. It helps with my foundation and stuff. I've used some primers that make me break out. No offense to NYX, but they've made me break out, and I don't really use them much anymore. But other than that, their products are pretty good. Sephora's version of the eye primer I use, because it's cheap, it works, it's great. It adds so much more pigment to my eyes. I've also used like Urban Decay's eyeshadow primer potion for the eyes, and it's not bad. I use that up really fastly, but this one I love. It's really good, to my opinion. Next is, let's go on to the lips. No, concealers. All right, so I have 2 favorite concealers I've used this year. I have Tarte Shape Tape in Fair Neutral. This one's my ride or die at the moment, but I've used this for half the year. And then in the beginning of the year, I used Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer in Warm L3. This one works wonders as well. They both work really good. I use this one if I have more like acne, but it does crease on me. That's why I switched to this one, but I love both of these the same. I love them so much that they've been on my ride or dies for the past year or 2. Especially this one I've used for the past like 4 years. I have like 7 of them. I go through them so fast. But that's one of my favorites. And on the low end spectrum, I've used Sephora's concealer. It works good. I use this so much. Like this is the one I use to like conceal around my brows. I use this one because I don't want to like use up this entire thing so fast. But they both work really, really good. Next favorite thing to set my face, I've been using 3 of my favorites right now. And as you can tell, my first one was MAC Cosmetics Fix Plus. I've used this up. I have a little drop left, and I should probably use that, but I haven't. You know what? We're gonna use it up. I think I used that up basically. But that's my favorite, OG favorite. Now, because that's like $30, I don't want to go spend another $30, so I went to Morphe and I bought their setting mist. I love this as well. It's not like watery, it's just a little bit of mist on your skin. It works wonders, and it's only $16, which is a great deal for it, and I love it. It works great on my skin. Another third one I've been using for the past year that I'm like out of too. I run out of setting powder and setting sprays fast. Is the D-Stick Urban Decay Makeup Setting Spray Oil Control. So this helps if I'm more oily. I've used that in the summer mostly. I use that completely gone in the summer. Now we're gonna move on to mascaras. I have 3 of them that I've used this year alone. Maybe 4 of them. I have 4 favorite mascaras from this year. Better Than Sex Too Faced Mascara. I've used completely gone. Bought another one. It's almost at the mark of the 6 months, so I have to throw it out soon, sadly. But that's one of my favorite OGs, ride or die ones. It goes on nice, it makes my lashes look fuller and more coveraged. And then I have Roller Lash by Benefit, works really good on my skin as well. My eyelashes, I mean. But it's one of those ones that I loved so much that I went through it. basically, and I'm out of it almost. And I've had this since June. So it's been like 6 months, so I should probably toss it. But we're gonna do that later. And then two of my favorites I've had since September is the Maybelline Lash Sensation for like the lower end, cheap end kind of thing. This is one of my OG favorite drugstore mascaras. It's great. It has a nice wand on it, so it's just easier to apply to my eyelashes and make them more full fan effect, it basically is, and that's my OG favorite ones. And then I have It Cosmetics Lash Blowout, and this one I got as a gift from Sephora, working there as a gratis, and I've used it and I've loved it. Honestly, it's one of my favorites as well. So those are my 4 favorite mascaras at the moment that I've used this year, past 2 years, and those are my ride or dies of this year. Now we're gonna get into contour. I have a couple contour things. Basically, that's basically all I have too. I have, like they say, you could use anything basically for contouring or bronze. I use it for bronzing or contouring. The colorful Sephora Fiji N25, I've had this for like ever. I hit pan on it. You know I love it if I hit pan on it, and it's amazing. It's just that nice bronze look that you get without going to buy like, you know, a full bronzer. This was like $4 at Sephora, and a bronzer from from Benefit is like $15, $20, and I'm like, $3 work great for me. It works for me now. And then my other favorite contour palette, this is universal. You could use it on any skin type no matter what, and I use it on myself. You could use it on clients. I normally use Light Sculpt in this, and I use Natural. Those are my 2 favorites out of this palette. I've had this for a while, I think a year, and I love it. It's just that's something that helps sculpt your face and make it look snatched, and that's why I love it, and that's been my ride or die for the year, basically. Now we're gonna go on to palettes. I'm a palette whore. I have a lot of them, but these are my top favorites that I keep going back for. And it's probably the most new ones I bought this year. All right, so we have the original OG Jaclyn Hill palette, the Dream Colors palette. And I've used this, and I've wrecked it, and I keep going back and using it again. I've used this one to create my rainbow look on Instagram, to do the rainbow eye. I use this palette in her Vault collection, and I love that it has every shade in it as well. I keep going back for this, and I keep using this when I want to try my old looks again with this palette. And this is a really good investment, and it's really great. It's one of my favorite brands, and I'm not a Jaclyn Hill or YouTube basis buying makeup products. I buy what I like, and I review it, and if I like it, I keep it. If I don't like it, I return it. And these products, I've never returned, and I don't plan on doing that ever. Next one is the 3503 Fierce by Nature by Morphe. I've used this one. I basically bought it for the greens. Don't judge me. I bought it for the green colors because I don't have many palettes with those 2 kind of greens. So I like this one. I like the glitter one. I've used this to create some looks or add extra color to an eye look. So when I did a alien kind of look I did on Instagram, I used this green for the inner corner. And if I ever want to add glitter on top of something, I use this glitter. And I have not really done like a full in-depth look with this palette yet, but 2020 we will, and we'll review it even better. I might have used it here and there and reviewed it on YouTube. I don't remember what ones I've reviewed. I should really remember this. It's my channel, but I don't. I think I've used this to create like 4 or 5 looks. I don't mind it. It's a pretty good investment because it has like so many different colors, like purples, pinks, greens, out there colors that I didn't have originally. So that's one of my favorites of the year. And then recently, in August, I bought the Morphe 3502 Second Nature. I love this one for those nude looks that you want to create for the fall, or smoky looks and everything like that. And I love this palette because how it has like your neutrals on the bottom to create any fall makeup look that you want to create. Smoky eye, you could do with this. I do smoky eyes with other colors as well. Like you could do a smoked out orange look, which I've done. And I love how they have browns, dark browns, every shade of brown that you could think of in neutral colors is in this palette, and that's why I bought it, and that's why I love it. I keep going back for it here and there when I want to do a neutral color, but lately I have not been doing much neutral colors. But we will get back to that. I love colorful things. So, the next palette I bought is the James Charles Artistry palette. And I love this palette because it's so universal and you can use it for any makeup look basically. And I love how I use this one for colorful looks if I don't have like, you know, a certain color I'm looking for. I go into this one. I created this look I'm wearing today from this palette and I'm obsessed with it. I love how there's big shades right here. There's a highlighter right there. I love how there's your purples, your pinks, your blues, your greens, your yellows, your neutral colors. There's some in here. You could create any look with this palette, and that's why I bought this, because anytime I wanted to create something, you could just go into this palette and be like, let's see what I want to do, instead of reaching for like 20 palettes. You know what I mean? This is a good one to invest in, and I love it. Next is the Morphe x Manny MUA Glam palette. I recently just bought this. You're probably wondering why I buy so many palettes. Because I use them and I review them and I see what works on me or what doesn't work on me. I've filmed a YouTube video with this. I don't think I posted it yet, but I reviewed it and I loved it. I love it because you have neutral colors. You have pops of color to add onto a lid for New Year's. Like you could use Aries, Cancer, Leo to add that little oomph to your makeup look than just going with neutrals. And that's why I love this palette. And it's only $20 with the 10% off Morphe code. I wish I had that code, which we don't yet. It's like $15, $17 between. And I love it because it has two highlighters. So basically with doing this look, instead of reaching for a different highlighter, there's two in it. So if you want to highlight your eyebrow bone, booyah, it's in one palette. You don't have to reach for anything else. That's why I love it. And I love it because this Genuine color is sickening in your crease. There we go. We just said it. I love it. And congratulations to Manny and Morphe for that collaboration. The next palette, God, this is a lot of palettes. I never knew how many I had. Apparently we have a lot. Is the Jawbreaker palette by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. One, I love this palette so much. This is one of my all-time favorites of the year besides the James Charles palette. But this one I go back and reach more for because the pigment on it is really outstanding. Not saying other brands are not as good, but Jeffree Star's cosmetics brand, their liquid lipsticks, don't dry my lips out as much. Depends on what shade I use. But their palettes are very pigmented and I love the packaging on this. It's outstanding and it's pretty sickening. And I love the big mirror it comes with, and I love how you can flip it around like this. So, I love this palette. I love the names on them. I bought this palette because there was a nice bright yellow. Not many palettes have that bright yellow, you know what I mean? And I bought it because I like cotton candy. So that's a good shade to put on your lid. You can put it by itself. You can put it on top of a color, put it on top of concealer. It works great. It reminds me of the Regina George highlighter by him. I love how there is Lemon Drop as a like nice little glitter color. Not many palettes have that, you know what I mean? So having that and having all this versatility with this palette is amazing to create so many different looks. And I love how some of their colors are very light shades, not like so much dark. And I love how there is like Cute, which is a nice light blue, turquoise blue. So that look, like that eyeshadow with this lip would be killer looking. And it's only $52, I believe. Don't quote me on that. Wait, was it $52 or $49? I think it was $52 for this palette, which is not that bad. It's around the same price as other palettes, like Anastasia. These palettes are like $45, $42. Naked palettes by Urban Decay is $44, $45 to $52. So that's like in the range. Morphe palettes are a little cheaper, but they are good quality palettes. And I love those. Next one is the Blood Sugar palette. I've loved this year. I got this originally on Black Friday, so I've been using it for the past month. And I love that there's so many different shades of red in here. So you could create a red look, just all red, dark reds, light reds, glitter, like gold. It's such a great palette to be versatile with as well in its own. I've had questions, why would someone buy just a palette with all reds? Because it's very, very high quality pigment and there's so much versatility in it, and I love this palette because of that. And I love the packaging. Like, the packaging is sickening. How it's just like, you have to flip it up. It's like a little briefcase. You know what I mean? Let's see what's in here. Makeup. Booyah, bitch. I love that about that palette. Next is 39L Hit the Lights. I've not really sat down to play with this fully. I sat down and played with it a couple of times. But I love how Morphe collaborated with 4 YouTubers, Instagrammers, and it's pretty sickening how they collabed with it. I love this palette as well. I love the colors right here, the neon colors that you could create any look with as well. I love the glitter. I love how it has all these highlighters. I didn't know that until I bought the palette. I'm like, sheesh, highlight queen over here. And I love the different, like, you have your neutrals over here, like the smoked out looks you could do. You have reds for Valentine's Day, Christmas, any holiday with those on that side. Then this one is just a little bit more glittery, pinky, any kind of type of vibe you're feeling. Date night. This is a really good high quality palette. And it's like the same size as the Artistry palette by James Charles. I think that's all for basically palettes. Brushes this year. My favorite brushes, all the Morphe brushes. I would pick them up, but they're all over my table and all over my house. So Morphe brushes are good quality and they are affordable. Just like Sigma brushes are affordable. MAC brushes are up there a little bit, but I love those too. But I usually go for the Morphe ones because they come in kits and holiday collections and collabs, and it's pretty cool. So I always purchase them here and there, and that's that. For eyebrows, my favorite brow pencil is the Anastasia Brow Define in medium brown. I've used this twice, out. I have a little bit left, which is probably enough to get me through like half a week, not even. And I love how they was like the big, how to put it, fluffy end to do your brows. I can't pronounce the name of it. We forgot it. But I love how you could define your brows with this and shape them and fill them with the same product. Because I don't like the Brow Wiz. Because all you can do is fill them in and it's just not my thing. That's just easier to deal with. Just saying. My other favorite, let me move some stuff out of the way so we don't kill myself with makeup products. Alright, so I have some favorite glosses. And those are, I'm trying to find them all. Probably one's in my bag. But one of my favorite glosses at the moment is Fenty Glow by Fenty Cosmetics Beauty. Fenty Beauty Cosmetics. Forgot the name. I've had this for a while. I love it. I don't always use it because it's sticky, but it works really good too for that gloss on your lips. And I love that for that reason. The next is Lorac Los Angeles Alter Ego Lip Glosses in Dutchess. I love this one because it's that nice nude lip gloss. It's not overpowering. It stays on my lips. It's not very sticky it's not very sticky. So it works better to my opinion, and I love this. I got this as a holiday kit last year. There came up 7 of them. I used 2 of them the most, but that's my favorite of the year when I just want to put a gloss on. And then I have some lipsticks that are my favorite. So let me grab those. I don't really use a lot of lipsticks, but we have some. So I have from Arbonne Cosmetics, Lily. It's this nice nude shade for your lips. It's not overpowering, it's just the same color as your lips basically, and I love that about that. I got that in May, and it's not overpowering, it's a nice pigment, nice quality lipstick. Next is Mama Star by Patrick Star MAC Cosmetics collaboration. I love this one because it's a little bit darker than the Arbonne one. So it adds a little bit more color to my lips. So it's like Androgyny by Jeffree Star Cosmetics liquid lipstick, just like that shade. And then from Ulta Beauty, I got this lipstick. I don't know the name of it, and I've kind of used it thousands of times. It's just that nice little sheer of color. Nice little pink color on it. Can't even tell, but it's right here. So it's a little bit lighter than the Arbonne, and there's a little bit of a pink sheer color on your lips. So that's great for like an everyday, if you don't want to wear a liquid lipstick or a lipstick. It's a nice little pop of lipstick, not much. It's like a gloss, but stickier. How do I put that? It's not like a gloss, it's just a nice sheer lipstick on your lips to see that you have something on them. Now we're gonna get into liquid lipsticks. God, that's a lot of liquid lipsticks. That are my favorite. Wait. Oh, my other favorite lip gloss, I found it. It is Beach Babe by Lorac as well. So I have two of them. You're probably like, what's the difference in them? One is more pink and one is more nude. And I love these for the everyday lip gloss if you don't have makeup on, just mascara, and it works really well. Those are my two favorites at the moment. And I apologize if this video is all over the place. My mind's just all over the place. Literally all day, every day. Now for lip gloss, liquid lipsticks. I have Alyssa Ashley by e.l.f. It's that liquid lipstick. It's like a very nude liquid lipstick that I bought for like $5. So, it looks like that. It's a little darker than a nude would be. I'm not a big fan of nude liquid lipsticks. And that was like $5, $6. Good deal. I love it because it dries nice and smooth. It's not patchy. It doesn't come up. Because I've used some purple liquid lipsticks that dry out my lips and they come off or they look smudgy, and I don't like that. Next is by Kat Von D. It is Latoya. Can't pronounce her name. I love the smell of it. It is a very, very light, dark, burgundy red kind of color, nude color. And it looks like that. And it's pretty freaking good. So compared to Alyssa Ashley, and that, Alyssa Ashley is more of a burnt red, pink color combination, and this is just a very, very light shade. Now we're gonna move on to lipsticks. All these by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I'm a little bit of a fan of his products, much a fan. I love his products because they're out there. So you could use them for Halloween, you could use them anytime. Anytime I do a colorful look, I don't want to grab a nude lipstick all the time, or a gloss. I want something that complements it and makes me stand out more and be that bitch. So I have Jeffree Star liquid lipstick and Jawbreaker. I love this one for any look, any colorful look I do with blue, I use that, or pink. Then I have Queen Supreme, which is the pink, and it's beautiful. And then I have Unicorn Blood, which is that nice burnt red, I love. And then I have I'm Royalty, because I'm royalty. It's a nice, very, very good quality purple. Because I've used other purples, and they stain my lips, or they come off, or they smudge, or they break apart, and I don't like that. Don't like that Stila. I think I just came out Stila for that. Whoopsies, I don't like your lipstick. And I still have it. Don't know why, but we do. Because I always want to go back and try that again and see if it does the same thing. But the past 3 times I've used it, no. And I can't return it. Because I've had it forever. Now I have Androgyny by Jeffree Star, which is that nice pink color. So it looks like Latoya a bit. Which is fine with me, and I love that. And then I have No Tea, No Shade, bish. It's the closest color I could get to black. It has pigment and glitter in it, and I love it. Then I have Breakfast at Tiffany's, what I'm wearing right now. Booyah. Oh, and then I have Drug Lord. Because I use this for Halloween looks as well. So, or holiday looks, because you could use this with a red lipstick and draw lines to make it look like a peppermint. No, wait, candy cane. Booyah, perfect idea. Or I use it for liner. You could use it as liner. I have probably shown you, but we do. And then we have 3 favorite lip liners. Don't really use them much for the colorful looks. I really should, but we don't. One's not even opened yet. But we're gonna go with the Arbonne's lip liner Tracy. No, is it called Tracy? No, Peach. So it's that very nude lip liner for when I do a nude liquid lipstick. And then I have Cane's by NYX pencil liner. So I use that to do a lot of nude looks with, and it works really great. So those are my 2 favorite lip liners at the moment. And what else are my favorite products of the month? I just kept it really basically to makeup related products. Makeup brushes wise, I've used a lot of. I have, oh wait, that's what I could do. For winged liner, I don't really do it much, but I have it. I have NYX Epic Ink Liner. I love it how it has the felt tip. So it's just that easy to make any look that you want to do. It works great for special effects as well. I also have a white one, but I have no idea where I put that either. Half these things I don't even know where I put. But we have a white one as well for Halloween looks or any kind of look you could use it with. And those are my favorite products of the year. I probably have more, but this is what I reach for on the daily basis. I do makeup. I hope you all love this video. I know it's a long one. Don't worry, we'll make it work. We'll watch it together. I love you so much. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for this year, and I'm so grateful to have you guys as supporters and as friends and everything like that. You guys mean the world to me. And here's to a 2020 new year, new me. Not really. Same me, more makeup. That's what we're doing this year. I love you all. Bye.